So I've got a 2018 Audi in, the 2-litre TFSI. It is squeaking its absolute knackers off. Diagnosed it down to being the auxiliary belt tensioner, which is there. Pre-diagnosed this one. I've ordered the part from TPS, and I've got to show you the part because I don't know why we're in a position in the motor trade now where certain manufacturers reinventing the wheel. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. Auxiliary tensioners have always worked fine the way they were. They do not need changing to something like this. Something like this. What is this all about, people? Is anyone going to tell me? It's 4 bolts, 2 idlers, goes over the alternator. Of course, with these 2 bolts, you also need, so you need 4 new screws, and this costs, I'll show you how expensive that horrendous thing is. There is no aftermarket solution for this, by the way, at the moment. At the moment, there isn't one, but I'll show you how much these cost. So, the 4 screws are £5, that's fine. The tensioner, £278. So all in, this is near like a £300 part for 4 screws and the most over-engineered auxiliary belt tensioner in the world. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get this, we're gonna get it on. Now, again, torqued 1, I don't know how that's gonna work. 2, 3 and 4, but first things first, let's get some light in the situation because I can't see nothing. So what I've realized is I think this tension is actually broken because when I've tried to move it to allow slack to get the belt off, nothing's happening. So what I've ended up doing is using a 16 mil socket. I've undone the nut for the actual pulley. Now I'm sure that shouldn't move like that. I'm gonna whip the pulley off and get the belt off that way because I can't seem to move it around enough to get tension off the belt. I mean, looking at the other one, this shouldn't be, I mean, it looks a bit different, we'll see. So it come off with a bit of a ping, but I don't work on Audis and I'm pretty sure it should not go full 360. However, it does make my life a little bit easier to remove the bolts. So, here's what it is. So we got it off. I had to retrieve a backing plate that fell down there. I do think this one's broken because everything moves a little bit too freely. But then again, it's supposed to spin, but I just don't think it's supposed to spin that way. Either way, the old one is off, out of the old, in with the new. Like I said, it's just 4 T30 screws holding this in. I'm not sure of torque spec at the moment because I'm not on the point of refitting, but I will be in just a minute. Okay, so we're still using the old original belt. This car hasn't actually done many, many miles. The customer didn't really want to change it as of yet. So we go by what he says. So now, just got to pull the pin and everything should adjust. Should. And we can't pull the pin. I need to put some pressure to relieve. Well, good news, the pin's out. It wasn't the easiest to remove. It was actually a bit of a fight. But now we're going to start it up to see if she's still squeaky as anything. So let's go. Oh yeah, my ears aren't bleeding at that noise. So this is all good. Let's just make sure it's running as it should. Yeah, there we go. The belt hasn't chucked itself off, which is good. I've done a thing and it's a good thing. So yeah, that's how you replace these. Well done for Audi for reinventing the wheel on that, but it is what it is. So this one is done.